Assalamualaikum to Sir AMZARI and my fellow friends. Our group will present about our apps named Sleep Helper. My group mates are Nur ATIQAH binti Muhammad NASIR, Nur FATIYAH binti MOHAMAD TARMIZI, and my name TENGKU AFIFAH binti TENGKU AMRAN. Our mobile application objective is first to help user to fall asleep and have a good night rest. Second, to reduce the user stress level on daily basis. Lastly, to help user to feel calm and relaxed by reading bedtime stories or listening to calm ASMR videos. For our mobile application scope, we decided that we want to have a wide scope of audience. We want every people in the society can use our mobile application because students and adults may feel anxious because thinking of all their responsibility until they couldn't fell asleep easily at night. As for children, the children might still have some energy left in their body, so they couldn't feel asleep at night. So it is good for them to read a bedtime story to help them sleep better. The benefit for our mobile application is to improve sleep schedule. If their sleep schedule is improved, the user can reduce their stress level and delete off to improve their health and body condition also. Mobile application interface. This is our splash screen, and this is our login and sign up interface. To register to our mobile application, they need to insert their email and make a password. After they're done putting all the information, I also put some features to close the password. But if the user want to see the password, they need to click on the checkbox underneath to see the password, and then they can close it again. And then click on the sign up button to register. Sign up has successfully for the email, and we are using Google Firebase authentication. Therefore, all our user information can be seen on the Firebase authentication website page. And then after the user has signed up, we can click on the login button to get into our mobile application. This is our mobile application homepage. For our homepage, we put a description to tell a little bit about our mobile application and our options that we prepare for the user to use, such as ASMR player, Islamic player, and bedtime story, that all they can find at the side menu. This is the side menu. As we can see, there are home button, ASMR player, Islamic player, bedtime story, about us, and logout. I will pass to the next presenter to talk about ASMR player.
Okay, in the ASMR player page, it consists of 5 lists of calm ASMR, such as forest sound, snow sound, rain sound, and many more. And this page is linked with YouTube, so user do not have to get to go search to open in the YouTube anymore. For and then it also can be scrolled up and down, so the user can easy to select each of the content that they want. Next, we proceed to the Islamic player content pages. Okay, for these pages, it's suitable for Muslim user, but by other religions, because it's also can make you your sleep more better and yourself will be more relaxed and calm. And this player is consists of zikir that can help the user to get a better sleep in their while listening to the sound. So next, I will pass to the next presenter to talk about the bedtime story content.
For our bedtime story content, we have list of bedtime story, title, image, and the bedtime story. When user click one of the list, for example, if you click the Abdi Daphne stories, the bedtime story content will display the full bedtime story. It was also this bedtime story was stored in and displayed from our database MySQL. Next, we move to About Us. About Us, we stated our team members' name and responsibility. And on the side menu layout, we have also log out. When user click logout menu, it will show and bring user to the sign up interface.
Okay, next, we want to present about the Kodular blocks of our mobile application. But first, I want to show this is the Firebase authentication and the user information that already been signed up to our mobile application. Then we proceed to the Kodular blocks. Okay, from the first, we make a splash screen. We are using background pictures and clock. Okay, for the clock, we set out a block to when screen 1 initialized, clock 1 time enable is true. And we also put a block that say open another screen name to after the slash screen clock is have ended, it automatically will be to go to the next screen page of our mobile application, which is the login and sign up. Okay, for the login and sign up interface, this is our Kodular blocks. As we are using authentication from Firebase Google, we need to set up Kodular blocks about the Firebase authentication. First of all, from the login and sign up interface initialize, okay, I set up to the password insert password input type 2, which is why the password is covered out with dots, and I also cut out Firebase, log out from the menu after we click. That's why it's going back to the sign out interface And then I also put a blocks when screen file initialized to the view clipper to automatically generate the pictures of automatically when the screen file initialized. And then I also make blocks about initialize global profile to call information from the menu to be able to connect all of the screen information. Okay, for Firebase authentication, I also put notifier to alert the user whether their registration is successful or not. If I set the global profile to create empty list, therefore that to make a list about the user email and password. Therefore, to put in the Firebase authentication. Okay, then I also set up Kodular blocks for send out when click. It call Firebase authentication to detect the email and password whether it's true or not from the Firebase authentication. And lastly, this is the Kodular blocks for the checkbox underneath the password to make the password visible and close again. If the insert password type 2 meaning is the password is closed by dots, and then if click, then the insert password turn into input type 1, which is the normal visible letters and numbers. And then if click again, the password will be set into else input type 2, which is close again. And then I will pass to the next present.
We proceed to the screen 2, which is a homepage coding block. You can see here that screen 2 will initialize to start the flipping image that appear in the homepage content. and this is a list where all the image will be put into the flipper slide. Sorry, and then the screen tool also will call the side menu layout, which is this is the coding for the side menu layout. It content that user the content that user that choose when the user choose the content that they want, it will appear into it will link to the screen that that have the coding for the content. And then we also have a rating bar coding block, which is in this then we where value of the rating will store in the tiny db, and it's also have it's also have the value of the rating. And then we proceed to the screen 3, which is in this coding we call the slide menu layout and also the decoration. As you can see here, for the decoration, the screen 3 will call the decoration is where when we want to standardize the margin value for each card view, and the card view is consists of the content of the YouTube that we put in the display. And this is this block coding for the side menu layout. And this is the coding where we can see we can open the YouTube. We will put the link of the YouTube that have in the SMR player, and this is when the user can open the full video of the YouTube, and it will turn into the landscape orientation. And if they want to turn it back, it will turn into the portrait screen orientation again. And next we have screen 4. Screen 4 is consists of the Islamic player content, and it's also same like the block coding is same with the SMR player, but the difference is that the URL of the YouTube is the content URL of the YouTube is different from the SMR player, which is it's more about the zikir and all the Islamic sound. And then we will proceed our presentation to the next present.
And now I'm going to present about bedtime story block Kodular. But first of all, I'm going to present our MySQL database. This is because our bedtime story content was stored from the MySQL database. Our MySQL database consists of bedtime story ID, titles, and also summary. This summary consists of bedtime story that will be displayed on our AFIFAH application. Now I'm going to show the PHP file. First of all, we connect our database from PHP and MySQL by using MySQL Connect. Then we select query for that bedtime story content from story ID. It will echo the summary, which is the bedtime story content. This PHP file has been transferred using core FTP to enable us to get web URL that will connect this PHP and the block Kodular. And now I'm going to present to you about bedtime story block Kodular. Okay, first of all, we use components such as vertical scroll arrangement, list view, image and text, and also this decoration to set the margin. This is the side menu layout coding. Okay, when user initializes this screen, it will show the display of list view, image and text that consists of image of the cover of bedtime story, title, which is consists of the title of bedtime story, subtitle, the description of the bedtime stories. It will also called decoration. We will set margin for each list of bedtime story. When user click view image and text, it will open to the another screen and will display the content from our MySQL databases. For this screen, it will display data from MySQL databases. When user initialize this screen, it will set the image to the cover image of bedtime story and call the web URL of our PHP that consists of MySQL database. When URL web1.text from MySQL, it will set label 1 text to get the response and display our bedtime story. When user click back, it will go back to the screen sheet, which is the list of bedtime story. For our profile, we use components such as vertical scroll arrangement that enable user to scroll the mobile applications, and card view that will consist of image, the developer image, label 1, which consists of the name, and also the role of and responsibility of our team members. That's all for block coding, Kodular coding. In conclusion, our sleep helper mobile application created to help its user to fall asleep easily at night. Sleep helper is using song and audio to help its user to feel drowsy and sleepy. Hopefully, our user can gain benefit from this application to help them have a regular sleep schedule and live a better lifestyle. That's all from us. Thank you.